In the immersive world of Red Dead Redemption 2, each character's journey is meticulously crafted, leaving indelible marks on the narrative. As the game unfolds, we are offered a sense of closure knowing the fate of most of our main game members after the course of Red Dead Redemption 2. For instance, you can meet characters like Mary Beth Pearson and Tilly after the epilogue around the map of RDR2. Even the characters you can't meet after the game, like Reverend Swanson, are still provided with a clear fate after the epilogue. However, the fate of Karen Jones, a prominent member of the Van der Linde gang, remains an intriguing enigma, sparking widespread speculation and debate among fans, as there seems to be no closure offered to the player in regards to her fate after the course of the game. With Karen Jones being one of the favorite gang members amongst fans, it is hard to understand why it is never clarified what happened to her. In today's video, we will be going over the theories of what actually happened to Karen Jones after Red Dead Redemption 2, and how the course of the game and the gang's actions contributed to her fate. If you enjoy videos like this one, be sure to subscribe, as 99% of viewers have not done so. I appreciate all of your support. Now let's delve into the fate of Karen Jones after RDR2. Karen Jones is a character who embodies the complexities of life within the Van der Linde gang. She is known for her bold personality and her skills as a scam artist and triggerwoman. Karen's ability to drink anyone under the table is both a point of admiration and concern within the gang. Despite her tough exterior, Karen is big-hearted and protective, especially towards the other women in the gang. Her backstory, though not extensively detailed in the game, suggests a life filled with challenges that she has overcome to become a respected member of the gang. However, beneath this facade, Karen is a character battling inner demons. Her initial casual drinking gradually morphs into a serious addiction, reflecting her struggle with the gang's escalating crisis and her personal conflicts. Karen's trajectory within the gang is marked by significant traumatic events. The death of Sean Maguire, a close companion, is a pivotal moment in her story. Sean's death exacerbates Karen's alcoholism, highlighting a transformation from a competent gang member to someone increasingly lost in grief and addiction. This change is evidenced by her progressively unkempt appearance and frequent inebriation, as observed by other gang members, including Arthur Morgan. As Red Dead Redemption 2 draws to a close, Karen's story is left conspicuously unresolved. This lack of closure has led to various theories about her fate. The most prominent theory, suggested by Tilly Jackson in a letter to John Marston, posits that Karen's alcoholism led to her untimely death. Tilly's words, though speculative, are based on her observations of Karen's deteriorating condition. The player, as mentioned, can make the same observations about the state of Karen's health towards the end of the game, as she seems to stop wearing some of her signature jewelry and is always drunk, hinting she no longer cares about her appearance or health at that point. However, players did not take this as definitive proof of Karen's demise. The community was doubtful in this theory from the start, as it is purely speculative. Many believed that had Karen drank herself to death, it would have been directly known and mentioned in the game. The fact that Tilly herself could only theorize about what happened to Karen left her opinion as simply that, lacking any evidence or direct knowledge of what actually happened to Karen. Another equally as sad theory suggests that Karen, in her vulnerable drunken state, might have fallen prey to external threats such as a cougar, a snake, a bear, or even one of the many violent gangs that lurk in the shadows of the RDR2 world. This theory, while again speculative, is consistent with the game's depiction of the dangerous and unpredictable nature of the Wild West. However, what does give this theory merit is the fact that if something did happen to Karen like this, it would make sense that no one ever knew what happened to her, leaving characters like Tilly to only be able to speculate about Karen's fate. This theory is not as far-fetched as it sounds, as Arthur Morgan himself is attacked by most of the threats that Karen could have come into contact with. It is safe to assume that if Karen had come across a predator or threat in her drunken state, she would not be able to defend herself. This theory is again purely speculative, however, and many players believe as far as the game goes, if a death is not mentioned or shown directly, it didn't happen. In the midst of the darker theories surrounding Karen Jones' fate, there exists a more hopeful speculation. This theory posits that the collapse of the Van der Linde gang, rather than being an endpoint for Karen, served as a crucial turning point in her life. The chaos and dissolution of the gang, which had been both her sanctuary and her downfall, might have provided a stark wake-up call, compelling her to confront her demons. In this light, Karen's battle with alcoholism, which had escalated in tandem with the gang's troubles, could have reached a critical juncture, forcing her to reckon with the destructive path she was on. The skills that Karen honed as a member of the gang, her sharp wit, her ability to perform under pressure, and her talent for deception, could have become the very tools she needed to reinvent herself. Freed from the gang's influence and the cycle of crime and violence, Karen might have found new avenues to apply these skills in a more constructive manner. Whether it was through legitimate acting, leveraging her sharp mind in a business venture, or even using her knowledge of the criminal world to aid law enforcement, the possibilities for her reinvention were numerous. This theory not only offers a more optimistic outcome for Karen, but also aligns with the themes of redemption and transformation that are central to Red Dead Redemption 2. It suggests that even those who have fallen the farthest have the capacity for change and renewal. In Karen's case, the end of the Van der Linde gang could have marked the beginning of a personal journey towards redemption, one where she leaves behind her troubled past to carve out a new identity and purpose for herself. However, it is still hard to believe that Rockstar would leave the fate of one of the most prominent and popular gang members up to the opinions and interpretations of the players. Perhaps the note from Tilly where she theorized that Karen had succumbed to alcoholism was Rockstar's way of subtly confirming her death completely, albeit in a way that is uncommon for Rockstar. It is just hard to understand why Rockstar would choose this way to fully confirm the death of her character. As the note only expressed Tilly's opinion, as we mentioned, the enigmatic fate of Karen Jones in Red Dead Redemption 2 serves as a poignant reminder of the game's profound storytelling and its reflection of the complexities of human nature. Karen's character arc, from a resourceful and vivacious member of the Van der Linde gang to a figure haunted by addiction and loss, mirrors the tumultuous journey of the gang itself. The various theories about her fate, whether it be a tragic end due to her struggles with alcohol, a victim of the ruthless world she inhabited, or a hopeful new beginning away from the life of an outlaw, each add a layer of depth to her character and the game's narrative. These speculations do more than just attempt to fill in the gaps left by the game's storyline. They invite players to engage deeply with the themes of redemption, transformation, and the consequences of one's choices that are central to Red Dead Redemption 2. Karen's story, in all its ambiguity, challenges players to consider the possibilities of change and the potential for a new identity, even for those seemingly lost to their demons. In the grand tapestry of Red Dead Redemption 2, Karen Jones stands out as a testament to the game's ability to create complex, multi-dimensional characters whose stories resonate with players long after the game ends. Let us know what you think actually happened to Karen Jones after the events of RDR 2. I can't wait to hear from you in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, check out the videos on your screen now. Thanks for watching.